If you've ever thought about starting a small business from your kitchen table, your garage, or your home office in North Carolina, a new law just made that considerably easier. House Bill 372, the Home-Based Business Fairness Act, signed by Governor Josh Stein on July 7, 2026, becoming Session Law 2026-51 the next day. Sponsored by Representatives Jake Johnson, Alan Chesser, Heather Rhine, and Michael Sheetzold. It applies statewide, with no specific counties carved out. At its core, the law creates a new protection for what it calls a no-impact home-based business. Cities in North Carolina can no longer ban these businesses outright, or require someone to get a special permit, license, or variance just to run one. So what exactly qualifies as a no-impact business? The law lays out specific criteria. It has to involve a limited number of employees and clients actually on site. It can only sell lawful goods and services. It can't create significant traffic problems or take up on-street parking in the neighborhood. All the actual business activity has to happen within the home or the yard, and it can't be visible from the street. And there's no storing merchandise, equipment, or supplies outside the home. Cities aren't completely powerless here, though. They can still apply reasonable regulations, but only if those rules are narrowly tailored. Specifically, cities can still act to protect public health and safety, make sure the business stays secondary to the home's residential use, and confirm compliance with state and federal law, including paying required taxes. What cities can't do anymore is force a home-based business through a full commercial rezoning process or require expensive commercial-grade upgrades, like industrial fire sprinkler systems, inside an ordinary single-family home. One organization that championed the bill framed it as protecting entrepreneurs from what it called government micromanagement. There's an important limit worth understanding, though. This law only restricts what cities can do. It does not override private restrictions like rules written into a deed, a covenant, or a homeowners association's own bylaws. In other words, if your neighborhood's HOA already bans home-based businesses in its own private rules, this new law doesn't erase that. The city just can't add its own separate ban on top of it. Speaking of HOAs, this bill actually went through a notable last-minute change before final passage. An earlier version included a provision letting homeowners and condo associations install automatic license plate readers, camera systems that scan and record vehicles entering a neighborhood. That version required associations to give local law enforcement ongoing access to that data, once certain notice requirements were met. Privacy advocates, including the ACLU of North Carolina, raised concerns, arguing it would automatically funnel privately collected surveillance data to police, expanding government's ability to track people coming and going from their own homes. Lawmakers removed that license plate reader provision on June 17, 2026, before the bill's final passage, and the ACLU dropped its opposition once that happened. What remains in the final law is a mix of the core home-based business protections, along with several other adjustments to homeowners and condominium association rules. For everyday entrepreneurs, the practical effect is straightforward. Starting a modest, low-impact business from home in North Carolina should now come with far less red tape from your local city government. It won't affect every home business. Larger operations, ones with heavy traffic or ones visible from the street, still have to work within the normal rules. House Bill 372 bars North Carolina cities from banning or requiring permits for qualifying no-impact home-based businesses, while leaving private HOA and deed restrictions untouched, and dropped a controversial license plate reader provision before becoming law. Would a law like this make you more likely to start a small business from home? Or do you think local governments should have more say here? Let us know what you think, and if you learned something new, hit like and subscribe for more breakdowns of the laws shaping North Carolina.